Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out today. A big Tigers welcome to closing day. Now, today is not about bitterness towards the players and the coaching staff. Today is a celebration that we no longer have to endure this season any longer. Now, can you please rise as one and give a big, please, for the love of God, retire Detroit welcome for one last time. Hopefully, it's Miguel Cabrera. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Detroit Tigers. It is episode 11 as we finish season 1 and not before time. I think we are at least going to finish with a percentage above 400. We're 404 right now, so even if we were to lose today, our final game of the regular season against Seattle, I think we should be okay and be above, might be dead smack on 400, but I think we should be okay. Now, there's a little bit to catch you up on since last episode, so let's start with having a look at a player that came fit for us in Spencer Turnbull. Now, I thought, well, you know what, he could come into our rotation next season. He's not done particularly well. He's had 4 starts, 9.45 ERA, as you can see, a whip of 180 though. Yeah, so we'll see. Well, I mean, he's had pretty much all season out injured, so to come straight back in and expect him to hit the ground running is maybe asking a little bit too much. So we'll see what happens with him there. And the other one, well, Casey Mizer has come back. Completely forgot about him, if I'm honest. So he's another one potentially that could be okay for next season. He has a lot of pitches. He sort of he has a lot of pitches, but maybe not any good ones. So yeah, we'll kind of see what becomes of him. He's going to get today's start just for something different, basically. He's only just come back fit as well, so it might be a complete disaster. And the other thing, hopefully won't be a complete disaster, is Willie Peralta. He has signed an extension for us, a 1-year extension. The attributes make me nervous, but if we go and have a look at his pitching stats, and if we just get back to the majors here, I mean, he's had 2 seasons with us, and he's done really, really well. He had an off year at KC. Well, he was more of a bullpen pitcher there anyway. Milwaukee, he's done okay. He's been an above-average pitcher pretty much his entire career. So he's 33, going on 34. He's been our best starting pitcher this season, without a doubt, which maybe says more about our pitching staff than anything else. But if we go and have a look at his new contract, it's $1.24 million for the year, a 1-year deal. So I kind of figure that, you know, if for whatever reason he just is not doing a job for us as a starter, what we can do is just stick him in the bullpen as a long reliever that just eats up innings in those games we're getting smashed, so he'll get a lot of work. And yeah, I mean, for 1 year, I think it should be absolutely fine. And like I say, the numbers say that he's our best starting pitcher. So you know, that all looks pretty good to me. Now that is that. In terms of home runs, you'll see that Austin Meadows he's kicked on his numbers. He's actually 3rd all time in a single season for the Tigers. Now he's not. I think 51 is the next one, so he's not going to get to that. And you'll see Cabrera's up there as well. He is 2nd all time in home runs. Now, if he is to retire at the end of this game, which everybody is telling me he will, and I certainly hope he does. Nothing against Jim Miguel, but it's time. We need that 30-odd million that you're making. Yeah, he'll go down 2nd all time in Tigers for home runs. So that's nothing to sneeze at, is it? Now, do we want to have a look at how we've done since last episode? We might as well have a quick look here. If we go back to September, we can see, where did we leave off? It was Houston here, wasn't it? We actually won 2 of 3. Again, we only lost in extra innings to the White Sox, so that was good. We won 2 of 3 in Baltimore, again, which is good. Then the revenge of the White Sox as they swept us at their place. KC, we won 2 of 3 there, which is good. Twins, we lost a couple of tight ones, I think, didn't we? Oh, that's maybe 8-2, it's not that tight, but then we did win a game, and we've had a decent series. We got a bit of a spanking in game 1 of the series, but we had a doubleheader yesterday in game. We won the first one 3-0, then lost 2-1 in extra innings. Now that suggests, only conceding 2 runs in 19 innings, that the pitching's been okay, doesn't it? Which is concerning to everybody, because that's certainly not the case. We have a look overall here. You can see Austin Meadows. He could lead the league in home runs. He will lead the league. 20 RBIs free of everybody else. He's got to be an outside chance of MVP, doesn't he? 20 RBIs more than anybody else is a lot of RBIs. His on base and slug percentage is he's second in the league, behind his who name we do not say. And yeah, I mean, he could lead the league in home runs as well. So it'll be interesting to see if he does get us a chance up there for MVP. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, he certainly doesn't play for a team that deserves to have an MVP, but he's not done too badly. And actually, one other thing that happened, he did win Player of the Month. Now, is it going to show it here? Awards? Does it show it here? It's not going to be a good one if you're on a phone, but he won the MLB AL Batter of the Month award for September. So he really did. I put that information on the Discord earlier on if you want to go and have a look at it there. But he was absolutely smashing it to pieces when he in September, so last month. But that is more or less everything caught up on. Here's the pitching stats for everybody. We have had a few ins and outs. You might see a few different names. I should say Manning has done okay out of the bullpen. If we can now, I've got to try and figure out how to do this. If we go pitching splits, is the game log? That's what we want, isn't it? Yeah, so you can see here out of the bullpen, he's done, so that was a start, wasn't it? So he's not done too badly. He's given up 1 earned run there and 2 earned runs. So, I mean, his ERA has gone down since he's been in the bullpen. So he's not done too badly as a bullpen pitcher. So that maybe bodes well for next season, and then longer term we can then look to move him back into the starting rotation. But yeah, there's a few other new names there you may or may not see. I've just been moving players around trying to get an idea of them, and the hitting, you can see that there as well. And is there any new names here? Not really. Tucker Barnhart has come back in because Rogers is tired and he was fit again, and I just didn't want to deal with all the stuff. It was easier just to call him back in. So he's back in, and I think he actually gets to start in this game. So anyway, let's go find out. Let's check the lineups as we end the season, finally, against Seattle. All right, so here we go, the final day lineups. And again, we've won a couple of matchups here, which is nice. So Reyes will lead us off in right field. Castro will bat second at second. It's Edmund batting third at short. Austin Meadows potentially to lead the league in home runs, RBIs as well. He cleans up in left field. Schlupp at first base bats 5. It could be a last appearance for him. Badu as center field bats 6. Cabrera, hopefully a last appearance for him, is a DH batting 7. Garcia at third base bats 8. Tucker Barnhart is back in the lineup. He's the catcher batting 9. And it is Casey Mizer on the mound for us. We're up against Marco Gonzalez, who we had when we were at the Mariners. So let's hope he's as bad for us as his ERA this season is 3.23 though, and a whip of 108. So this could be a long afternoon. I say that, yet weirdly we won the pitching matchup, didn't we? So let's see what we can do. Reyes to lead us off, batting 261 this season. And for one last time, let's see what we can do. If we can get that that Cabrera money off the wages, then it could be an interesting summer. I've been looking, I've actually looked at stats, which if you've watched this channel, me playing this game for a while, you'll know that's not really something I do. But I think I've got to the point where like I'm looking at the BA, whatever it is, batting average when it's in balls in play or whatever it is. And we've got a lot of ground ball pitching, and those guys, the ground ball pitchers have really, their BA whatever is way higher than the fly ball pitchers. So what I'm thinking is that maybe we need to improve our infield defense a little bit. Predominantly a shortstop, I think. So I'm actually thinking in a weird way, as Mizer starts things off with a walk, in a weird way to improve the pitching, I actually think maybe what we need to do is improve the fielding, if that makes sense. As Mizer gets a strikeout, which is greatly appreciated. Jesse Winkler comes in, batting 230 this season. 3-0. Is he going to walk him? He is. So 2 on, 1 out. So yeah, I'm thinking what we could do, as we've got a 2-2 pitch here on Mitch Haniger. Another strikeout, wonderfully done. Is maybe, so Tommy Edman's actually a good defensive player, but maybe not at shortstop. So if we can get a good defensive shortstop in, and that is going to drop in, and Badu is not going to be able to stop the run from scoring. So we are a run down, 2 out, 2 on in the top bottom of the first. JP Crawford comes in batting 266. It's a 2-2 pitch. It's a ground ball. It should be out at first. It is. So just the 1 run conceded in that first inning. Yes, I think if we can get a really good defensive shortstop, we can then move Edmund either to second or third. And that is out for Austin Meadows, unfortunately. Schlupp comes in, batting 258 this season. I think that, and then we'll have to find someone at third. Now, I think Garcia, Schlupp has scooped it into left center field, and it's going to be a one-out single, which is excellent news. Badu will come up now, batting 246 this season, and he has hit it. It's not hit well enough, though. And that'll be 2 away, with Scoop staying at first. And Cabrera now, what could be the final game of his illustrious career, batting 257 this season. First pitch swing, he's going to drop it into right field, is he? Yes, he is. And Scoop will go to third, and suddenly, with 2 out, we have runners at the corners. And Luis Garcia at the plate, who's batting 249 this season, though better than that against lefties. Can Garcia, he can tie it up. It drops into center field. It's 1-1. Cabrera will hold at second. And 2 out, 2 on. It's going to be Tucker Barnhart, who is batting 215 this season. It's his last game as a Tiger, almost certainly. And that should end the innings. Oh, it's a diving catch. And it does end the inning, but a little bit unluckily, perhaps. Mizer will now face Lewis at the plate. He is batting 211 this season. It's a 1-2 pitch. And absolutely ripped into left field for a leadoff single. So yeah, I think a defensive shortstop, somebody should be able to cover third a little bit better. Garcia actually has a better potential than that to play third as Rojas comes in. And there's a strikeout. Because sometimes I think free agency, not that I don't like signing pitchers off free agency, it always feels like, and that is well hit into left center field, and that might be the go-ahead run for Seattle. Throws coming in, nothing we can do about it, and they have indeed regained the lead on a double. So 1 out runner at second now. Walton to the plate. He is, well, he walked first time up, didn't he? And this time we hit him. Unnecessary Mizer. And that is 2 on with 1 out now for France, who is 0 for 1. And that is well hit, but straight to Meadows. And 2 away now with 2 out. Winkler at the plate. He walked last time as well. This time he has lined it straight into the glove of Badu. And we get out of that inning just giving up the 1. And Reyes will lead us off, who is 0 for 1 today. An 0-2 pitch. And Reyes watches strike 3. Castro to the plate now. 0 for 1 today. He is as well. I think Castro is possibly the best bet. Is he going to beat that? He is. To go over to third base. The reason I say that is if you look at his batting average, he's, I think, got our best batting average. I don't think anybody is better than him. Edmund to the plate now. Edmund, oh. Well, the error has saved us from a double play there, I think. And suddenly, 2 on, 1 out for Meadows. He is 0 for 1 today. And can Austin Meadows... Oh, he's hit it well. It's going to drop in. And Meadows should have just tied the game. No, he loads the bases, though. He loads the bases for Scoop, who already has a hit today. He's 1 for 1. It's a 3-0. And score 3-1. So double play. Just strike out. Oh, that's annoying. I meant to say to Meadows since last episode, he's got his 500th career hit. So well done to him. Henniger comes in. And that should be caught by Meadows. Ew, it's not. It's a double. Now, should that have been caught by Meadows? He sprints back, but he misses it. So it's not an error, so perhaps it's a little bit harsh. Frazier comes up now. He is 1 for 1 today with an RBI. It's a full count. And Meadows is there, but again, can't make a catch. So we have runners at the corners with none out. And is this just starting to get away from Mizer? Crawford to the plate. He's 0 for 1. What we wouldn't give for a strikeout here. A 2-2, a ground ball, and that might be a double play. It is, but it does score a run as well. So bases are clean. Mizer's got an injury, so he's going to go out of the game. Miguel Diaz will come into the game. Lewis will be at the plate. It's a 2-2 pitch. And can Diaz end it for us? Yes, he can. I think Diaz and Garcia might be decent shouts to come into the starting rotation next season. The big advantage we'll have next season, actually, that we didn't have this season, and Badu has absolutely crushed that. Right center field, and that might even be a triple. No, he stands at second. Yeah, the big advantage we're going to have is actually having a spring training, which we didn't have for season 1. And Cabrera comes in now. He is 1 for 1 today. Can he get another hit in potentially his final game? That might be leaving us. No, the runner's going back, which means it'll be caught. But Badu will tag up, go over to third. And with 1 away, We've got to run 90 feet away. Garcia now, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI. It's a 1-2 pitch. Garcia has popped it up, and that I don't think will be deep enough to score the run-up. We're going to try, though, and maybe it is. Badu does actually score. So a sac fly for Garcia. Here's his second RBI. We have our second run. Barnhart to the plate with 2 out, no one on. It's a 1-2 pitch, and Barnhart strikes out, and that will end the top of the 4th. Rojas comes in now. He's going to face Diaz. It's a full count. And it's a strikeout for Diaz. Wonderful stuff. Torrens now, who is 1 for 1 with an RBI. It is a 2-2 pitch. It's another strikeout. Wonderful stuff, this from Diaz. And Walton will come in now, who has, I think, he's been walked and hit. And that might be out at first. Yes, it is. Scoop takes the base himself, and that will be that. So 1-run game as we go into the 5th. Reyes to lead us off. He's 0 for 2. It's a full count. Oh, Reyes. Does look a bit hopeless at times, doesn't he? Castro comes in now. He's 1 for 2. Got an infield hit last time. This time he strikes out. And it'll be Tommy Edman, who is 0 for 2, to come in now. It's a first pitch swing from Tommy. Tommy Edman down the third base line. He doesn't have a play, and it is a 2-out single. And it'll bring Meadows up, who is 1 for 2 so far today. A 1-0 pitch. Meadows has popped it up. And that will end at the top of the 5th. We are still a run down, although we've out-hit them, which is always frustrating. France will come in now. He is 0 for 2 to face Diaz. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that is ripped into left field for a leadoff single. All right, Winkler. He comes in, and we're going to face the new man, Matt Manning. Matt Manning, the bullpen pitcher. And there's a strikeout to start things off. Excellent. Mitch Hannigan now, 1 for 2 he is. It's a full count, 1 on, 1 out. There goes the runner. There's the strike. Oh, it's a double play. Excellent stuff. And that ends the 5th. All right, Scoop. Let's see what he's got. He's 1 for 2. Hit, of course, into a double play last time up. This time he strikes. That looked like it might have been outside, didn't it? And in will come Badu, who is 1 for 2. A first pitch swing. And he has taken that into left field. Oh, that's robbed. That's daylight. Well, it's actually nighttime. Nighttime robbery. And we're 2 down now for Cabrera, who is 1 for 2. A full count. And Cabrera strikes out. He will have at least 1 more at bat. Hopefully more. And Manning will face Frazier now, who is 2 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. And that should be out at first. It is, as Castro makes the play. And Crawford will come in now. He is 0 for 2 today. It's a first pitch swing. It's a ground ball. It's a carbon copy. It's 2 away. And it's going to be Lewis now, who is 1 for 2 to face Manning. An 0-1 pitch. And that is well hit. It's a stunning catch. Badu! Don't call the police for that one. That wasn't robbery. That was class. And that's the difference between your team and the other team, isn't it? All right, we have got Garcia. 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. Garcia having a night out. He gets a leadoff single. And the tying run is aboard. Barnhart, who threw out the runner, of course, not that long ago, looks to lay down. It's a good bunt. And the runner will go to second. So we have the tying run in scoring position for Torkelson, who is pinch hitting for, let's be honest, the rather hopeless-looking Reyes. He is batting .203 this season, and he walks. So the go-ahead run is now on board. It's Castro, who is 1 for 3. It's an 0-2 pitch. Castro swings through it, and that is 2 away. And it's all down to Tommy Edman. Not words you want to say. It's a 2-2 pitch. Tommy Edman pops it up. And we will stretch 3-2 down in this one. Don't know who's going to play right field. Probably Riley Green. No, Torkelson goes out there. Wouldn't we rather have Riley Green, Hinch, out there? Rojas will face Manning. It's a first pitch swing. It's 4-2. No, Torkelson's there. Makes the catch. All right, nicely done, Spence. All right, Torrens now, who is 1 for 2. A first pitch swing. Another pop-up. That should be caught by Meadows. He's camped underneath it. And makes the simple catch. 2 away. And Walton now, who is 0 for 1 with a hatful of walks and hits and all being hit, I should say. But there we go. Thrown out at first. We go to the 8th. It's still a 1-run game. Change of pitcher for them. Arias comes in. He is ERA of 4.5. Only 8 innings pitched, though, for him. He's going to face Meadows, who's leading us off. And Meadows has popped it up. So 1 away for Scoop, who is 1 for 3. A 2-1 pitch. That is deep. I don't think it is deep enough. No, it's not. And that is 2 away for Baddoo, who is 1 for 3. It's a 2-2 pitch. And that will end at the 8th. We are running out of outs here, aren't we? France will face Manning. France is 1 for 3. Manning is having a decent outing, and he gets a strikeout there as well. Manning, the bullpen pitcher, I could get to like, I think. Schaffer, now I think this is the first time we've seen him, isn't it? His ERA this season is just a smidge under 5, and he's being paid a lot of money to do that. So, it might be the one and only time we see him, but he's got an out there. Nicely done. Henninger comes in now. Henninger is 1 for 3. And it's going to be a first pitch swing. It's going to be 2 out, single. What we don't want is any runs here. Brazier, who's 2 for 3. There goes the runner. Henninger, what's his name? Barnhart. Doesn't get to Henninger, so they've got a runner at second now. It's a 2-1 pitch. It's well hit. Can we make the catch? Oh, Baddoo. Wonderful stuff. He saved a run there. And if we have to go on and win this game, I think we can thank Baddoo for it. It's going to be Seawald coming on to try and close it out for them. ERA of 3.15 for him. Riley Green is going to pinch hit. Oh, they've taken Cabrera out. Oh, it's going to be the last at bat of his career, and Hinch has pinched hit him. That is absolutely brutal. And if Green strikes out on 3 pitches, then I think we can all justifiably feel a little bit ripped off. Unbelievable. That is harsh. All right, Ken Giles comes in after an injury after 1 pitcher. It's going to face Garcia, who's 2 for 2. Let's see if he can continue things. 1-1 pitch, and that is going to drop in. Wonderful at bat tonight at the plate, I should say, for Garcia. He goes 3 for 3. And again, we have the tying run on board. Barnhart will come up to bat. It's full count. Barnhart strikes out. We are down to our final out. Is this season finally, thankfully, about to end? It's Torkelson, who walked last time up. Is he going to walk again? It's a 3-0 pitch. He is. So a swing of the bat could put us in front here. It's Castro. He's unlikely to hit a home run with power of 30. And he's only 1 for 4 today. It's an 0-2 pitch. Is this the end of our season? Yes, it is. And perhaps correctly, it is a strike that is watched and not swung at. So Garcia with a night out, 3 for 3. You can see there potentially he is quite a decent third baseman. So I think it's going to be between him, and if we have a look at Castro, he is not as good of a third baseman, but he is arguably, anyway, a better bat. So, well, certainly a better hitter at this point. So I think maybe we let those two battle it out. You'd look at it defensively and say Garcia gets the start, and then Castro can kind of be the bench guy that can cover pretty much anywhere in the infield. So that's kind of what I'm thinking ahead of next season. But if we go and have a look at the final standings, we do indeed finish above 400, and that was my minimum requirement. We are the second worst team in baseball. Thank you, Pittsburgh Pirates. You've saved a few blushes there. But, I mean, if you look at what we need to do between this season and next season, basically it's 25 games in a 100-and-something game season. So we don't need to be that much better to actually become a side that's contending for the playoffs. And that's kind of the thing with baseball, isn't it? You're never that far away. So, well, in theory, you're never that far away. Pirates might think differently. So, we need to find a way to win 20-something games, and we'll be a much more competitive side. Now, how do we do that? Well, we're going to find out next episode, because that's going to be our off-season special. It'll also be the end-of-season awards. Don't forget, you can still go and vote for your MVP. The nominees for that were Austin Meadows, Cabrera, Torkelson, and where is he here? It was Ronnie Garcia. So they're the three. There's a link at the top of the description below. So that brings our season mercifully to an end. We didn't do too badly there. If anything, the last few games, the pitching's been okay. The batting's let us down. But yeah, I mean, something's always letting us down, it seems like, doesn't it? So there we go. If you've enjoyed that, hit thumbs up. If you're glad the season is finished, hit thumbs up. I will see you next time. We'll do the end of season awards. We'll play through. We'll find out if maybe Meadows does win MVP. He's got to be in the conversation, surely. We'll go through free agency and everything up to spring training and see if we can build this team to be something that wins an extra 25 games and contends for the playoffs. Until then, though, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.